Maybe just don't f them. Maybe f women that you can see yourself having a family with.
Yo, the heel is turning face of the company. You understand what I'm saying? This is the craziest heel turn of 2023. Who is this guy? Who is he? Is that the Sneako that we knew? Is he trying to get his YouTube channel back? What is going on? Shout out to Sneako. Who is this guy?
Trying to see who they really are as a person, and ultimately you're gonna have sex, right?
Yeah, but Fresh, for God's sake, what does then fucking them have to do with then understanding a different component of them, if they're real or whatnot? What, you gonna fuck them and then all of a sudden you're gonna understand, oh my God, it's just open up like exactly who you are as a person. Jesus fuck's sake. So what's the tweet? Just to catch you guys up who are not familiar, the quickest path to becoming a high value man: do not get married, avoid family creation, which the first 2 points I agree with. You get married early, it's a lot more money that you got to dish out, a lot more time within that marriage that you have to make for that relationship, as opposed to building on yourself, building on your network, building on talents and skills. Avoid family creation. The earlier that you have a family, the more responsibilities that you have, the less time that you have, and the more money that goes towards kids and not towards things that can make you a man of value. The one that I disagreed with, and the one that Sneako on that live stream, on the Fresh and Fit live stream, disagreed with as well, was vasectomy in your 20s. I didn't understand this. It sounded like he was speaking out of turn, out of pocket. Didn't make a lot of sense. So I think that within this stream here today, he's going to go over what this one meant.
What is high value man?
I think he means, what he means in this context is being a guy that's like desirable to women and being attractive to women, so that you'll be, I guess, a marketable sexual partner.
Well, but that doesn't make sense, right? Like, avoid family creation and get a vasectomy and like be attractive to men.
But no. It's because
women, right?
Again, like I said before,
Myron doesn't know what to do.
So he gave the instructions to retard proof it, right? Because when you give advice, typically you have to, appeal to the lowest common denominator. So like, there's guys out there, right, that could have been, I'm being honest here, there's guys out there that, could have played basketball back in the day, maybe football, whatever, and their career got smashed because they got a girl pregnant and they couldn't pursue what they want to do because they had to be a dad early. True. So what he's saying is, okay, this is how you mitigate risk so you could become a higher status guy. We're going to eliminate all the things that could fuck you up. Now, I want to make this very clear for some of y'all, because some of you guys don't understand. I'm not saying I advocate for vasectomies or whatever. I don't have one. I've never gotten one.
Oh, okay.
But what I am saying is that given the context of what he's tweeting for this specific situation, it makes sense, because he's saying, hey, these are the ways so that you don't fuck yourself up to ensure that you're going to be successful. He's retard proofing it.
But that is a pretty retarded advice, because you're saying do this so that you become more attractive to women. So what's even the point of having a relationship with a woman if you can't have kids with her? Then you're just having an empty relationship just to fuck her for your whole life. And then what?
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that. You can absolutely have healthy relationships with people and not have kids with them. So I don't agree with him on that point. What I don't agree with Rolo on is his whole vasectomy thing. It just doesn't make sense.
He's saying to become high value, which means you make the choice, do I want to do that or not? So he's giving you the choice to do that, but want to become high value.
Myron just said that it's to become high value, to become attractive to a woman.
Yeah, if that's what you choose.
I feel like we're 2 months away from tweets of like, give your bro like the key to your cock chastity cage to make sure that you guys are fucking around without permission or whatever. Like, I feel like we're...
That's
like, don't you guys tweet all the time about how like, oh, like women are disgusting that are freezing their eggs at like 20 and they're never gonna find out. Yes. And now you've got like guys that go to sperm clinics like, here you go, I'm never gonna be able to impregnate my wife because there's like a 30% reversal rate on this fucking surgery, but maybe in the future I can inject my cold fucking semen
all the time.
Yeah, like, it's like the same
but
shit.
But notice, right, he has 2 points.
It's like a 90% reversal rate.
Yeah,
actually.
Well, depending on how quick it is. Wait, for vasectomies?
Yeah, to get it reversed and be able to actually...
After like 10 years, it's like 30 to 50%.
Yeah, but
your
20s is 10 years.
You're supposed to reverse it back within the 10 years.
Well, wait, hold on, wait.
Your
So
20s is 10 years.
At, like, yeah, you're gonna get a vasectomy at 20, become high value by 23, and then get it reversed. Like what?
I mean,
yeah, it doesn't make sense.
You're being extreme as usual.
Well, he said your 20s. That's 10 years.
Yeah, but you can do it. But when you're 28, 29,
so 9 years. What is it? 45% chance of reversal, bro. You're not gonna have kids anymore.
You're sterilizing half your audience. That's just wild to me.
Hold on. Notice he had 2 points there. He said 1, avoid what? Family creation, and 3. Vasectomy in 20s. You can choose what you want to do. Apply what you need to apply. He's just saying you could do either or.
Okay.
Oh, no, he's
I'm
not.
Just saying, I'm worried that Rolo's kids aren't going to have any customers you sell books to. Okay, that's what I'm worried about.
You guys are confusing it with. He's giving that advice. Those things are to mitigate fuck ups.
Yeah.
so that you get on your path to becoming higher status. That's to mitigate fuck-ups. It's not about this is so you can fucking have a bunch of kids and have a family. That's not the advice. The advice is this is how you mitigate fuck-ups in your 20s so that you can become attractive. Now, again, like I said before, am I telling guys go out there and get a vasectomy? No. But he's giving these points because if you follow those things, it's going to be very difficult for you to fuck your life up.
Here's a question on that list.
Yeah,
he's got 2 things, okay, about your dick, okay, about avoid family creation, get a vasectomy. Is there anything on that list about like just avoid women,
but
avoid temptation?
Hold on. We know as men, we want women no matter what. Whether we want to abstain or be monk mode, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to say he's saying mitigate risk and say, you know what, avoid.
Well, I might not be on the Fresh and Fit podcast right now, but I would have been successful.
But see, no, Fresh, he's not saying mitigate risk. That's not what he's saying. The question, it's the quickest way. It's the quickest. That's what he said. The quickest way to become a high value man, which you're saying is mitigate risk. Now, if he said something like how to mitigate the most amount of risk on the way to becoming a high value man, if that was the argument right there, full stop, and he put in vasectomy, then I might agree with him. But he said the quickest. You know what's quicker than going to go get a vasectomy? Putting on a condom. That's quicker. You understand what I'm saying? You're saying mitigate risk. He never said mitigate risk, which is my problem with this. Words matter. If he said mitigate or to reduce risk, vasectomy, I can understand that. But not when it's just the quickest.
In different realms, and maybe I would have taken a different path.
How do you know?
Abstinence,
Use protection.
put on a condom.
Yeah, see,
That's a good point. And he said avoid what? Family creation, which means use a condom too.
No, it doesn't. It says get a vasectomy. That was the advice.
That's number 3.
You're coping,
That's
bro.
number 3. Number 2 says avoid what? Creation.
So is it like this is like the list of 8 things to be successful? Pick 5.
That's the list.
Listen.
It's like a build your own lunchbox from Taco Bell. Like I thought you'd follow all the points of the list.
A faster way to be high value, which means, for example, mitigate risk. That's all he's saying here.
Hold on. Okay, but here's the part that I completely disagree with.
I mean,
and
I'm not context under what he's talking. I think
taking it,
but
this is a whole other level.
I'm not.
Should I write it for channel member?
Which you should take it literally if this is the godfather of the red pill, right? You guys all give this guy so much credit. I don't really know
He's
much
written
about
like 5 books supposedly.
The
right?
hypocritical part about it is that we make fun of girls all the time for not controlling their sexual urges and being hoes all the time. Like, she belongs to the streets, all this stuff. You tell guys that they're losers if they don't go to the gym. They're losers if they play video games. You're a loser if you smoke weed. You're a loser if you watch sports. You need to exercise discipline. But when it comes to girls, oh shit, get a vasectomy because you can't control yourself, because you're not capable of exercising discipline. Why do you have to be disciplined in every single aspect of life? Networking, success, all this stuff, watching sports, playing video games. You need to be on your stuff. But for women, nut inside girls after getting a transgender surgery. That's the one thing you can't be disciplined in.
Sneako, can you stop fucking girls?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Stop the cap.
Hold it to it right now. Don't fuck until you get married.
Well, no.
No.
Better advice.
You
Better
just
advice.
said you can hold it. So don't fuck until you get married.
Better advice is
No. I swear to God.
What,
Right
you're saying no.
Are you cool with that? Handshake.
I don't. This argument is so weird to me. What does it mean to stop? Like, why go to the extreme to try to pull Rolo's argument? This is the same thing that feminists do when they say some cockamamie shit and they pull out outliers. They pull out the extremes, right? Like, they pull out just components of a conversation that don't really make sense. Fresh, like, what are you talking about, Fresh? What is abstinence? Can a guy not go into monk mode? Can a guy not be abstinent? Can a guy not wrap it up? Right? Like, what are we talking about right here? Are we just saying that prophylactics just don't exist? I tell guys ad nauseum, wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. If you choose to engage and to partake, wrap it up. You understand me? What's so interesting about all of this is that he's saying vasectomy, yes, but he's not saying abstinence at all. Shit, you want to know the quickest way to get most of your time back? It's to not worry about chicks at all. Practice abstinence, go into your monk mode, and grind. And grind. That's what I did in my early 20s. I grinded. And I wouldn't even grind like that in college, to be honest with you. I was having fun in college. You understand? I went to Penn State University, party school back in the day. When I was there, at least. Your boy was enjoying life down there. It wasn't until my senior year, and I was just like, oh shit, I gotta get a job. And then for my senior year, up until, I went to post-secondary school, I went back to grad school to go get my MBA, like the grind. But I was still traveling. I was still doing my thing. I was still messing with chicks, but protected. Not all of this vasectomy bullshit. That shit is trash. What's going on here? See, you know what the real issue is? Is that if you write books, if you're an influencer to a degree where you're writing books, you're obviously giving advice, you have all of this data that you distribute with on a channel, and then you come out with a tweet like this. The context is that you write books, you were the RP Grand Wizard. So if you write a tweet about something, people will probably look at that as advice as well. You know what I'm saying? If Dave Chappelle, if Kevin Hart had a tweet giving men advice, people would always be in the context of that he's a comedian. So if Kevin Hart said vasectomy, we'd all laugh at it. But people are not laughing at Rolo because he writes books on this shit and he's known as the RP grandfather wizard of the space. You understand what I'm saying? So the context of who he is also matters. And I was actually going to say a lot in Grand Wizard as in the KKK. That's not what I meant. Stop it, guys. All right, your boy's been through a lot of drama this week. Don't start me in anything else. I've been sleeping extremely peacefully for the last 6 days. Stop it. You know what I meant.
Has Sneako f***ed a girl before?
Yes.
Has he had a vasectomy?
No.
Does he have any kids?
No.
He's
Then boom, there you go. He's able to do it. He's able to do it.
Plan B. So he would have had a kid, which means he's gonna at some point.
Hey,
We're
listen,
human.
and they still
We're
sell
men.
they still sell Plan B.
No, but the point is
That is the point. He's able to fuck girls, not have a vasectomy, and still not have kids. It's possible.
What did number 2 say?
Yeah.
Avoid family creation. It could be condom or Plan B, but he's just saying to be
Yeah, it's
extra
another
careful.
form of contraception is what it is, basically.
But he didn't say that, and that's not a good form of contraception because it's not supposed to be reversed. That's what the doctor tells you when you get a vasectomy surgery. It's like you cannot expect this to be reversed.
Absolutely.
It's not, that you shouldn't go into that thinking that you're going to reverse it. And also, a better advice instead of saying never fuck again, maybe for the women that I do have sex with, prepare that she could be the mother of your children. Maybe don't spend time with hoes all the time thinking I need to fuck 50 girls so I understand feminists and how retarded they are. Maybe just don't fuck them. Maybe fuck women that you can see yourself having a family with.
Yo, the heel is turning face of the company. You understand what I'm saying? This is the craziest heel turn of 2023. Who is this guy? Who is he? Is that the Sneako that we knew? Is he trying to get his YouTube channel back? What is going on? Shout out to Sneako. Who is this guy? Shout out to Ty with a $5 super chat. Myron was saying the positives of having one. He obviously wasn't advising it. Well, yeah, he wasn't advising because he said he hasn't got one himself, whatever, hoot. But also, too, he's not talking about the potential negatives of not getting one. Why only introduce the positives and not introducing the negatives as well? Why? And the reasons why he's not talking about the negatives is because it goes against what the godfather of the RP had tweeted previously. You understand me? My bad. My camera's usually right here, but I was looking for my camera. Usually, you understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. You guys got to think towards, doing things to help folks versus doing things to ensure that your friends' feelings don't get hurt. Right? I've had my experience with that. Specifically over the last week and a half or so. You understand me? So you guys have to understand that there's reasons that we all do things. We're all incentivized as human beings for personal business reasons and what have you. But saying the positives, don't do the potential negatives. It does a disservice to the audience, the young impressionable 18-year-olds that are thinking about how to conduct themselves within life. Now they're considering vasectomies because of that tweet. So toss it up in the air and have a conversation about it. Like Sneako is.
When you first hold on, that's a very good
You won't
point.
be able to detect that though unless you have experience.
You need experience.
You need experience, bro.
How
How
would
do
you
you
know?
wait? No. How do you need experience? What does that mean?
How would you know what's good for you if you never had it?
The red pill advice is you need 50 bodies to understand women.
I want to open this one up.
Let's go.
Do you think you need to fuck a girl to tell if she's like family material?
No.
We're saying experience-wise.
What does experience mean?
No. Dating, courting, having that one-on-one experience. Okay, she likes this. She doesn't like this. This is weird. This doesn't work. I can tell from experience what works.
Wait,
now,
what does any of that have to do with fucking
no,
her?
hold on. I'm getting there.
Okay.
Now, adding in sex, you can understand. Okay, once this point has passed, I can see who she really is. Because remember, people put on front at the very beginning, but when you have sex with somebody, they are more often likely to show you who they really are.
That is absolutely not true.
What are you talking about?
You hear of husbands who are like, my wife used to blow me every single day, and then as soon as we got married, all the sex stopped. Or we have dead bedrooms now. We were super active our first year, but that is absolutely not true. Sex can absolutely change after you've gotten married. And you can tell, regardless of experience, you can tell who's a 304 or who's like family material without them first. For you guys, you can probably tell just by looking at their Instagrams. Isn't that what you guys are like professionals at?
Yeah.
Just picking out hoes based on their Instagram pictures? You're telling me you have to fuck through like 30 women to find a good... Like, how many conservative men, like if we brought in like real conservative men who have strong families, how many of them are like, yeah, you know, I had to 25 bitches when I was in college. I want to find the love of my life right now that can take care of my kids.
Yo,
that's
it's
a wild
true.
statement. If you want to, that's fine. But don't pretend you're doing it for this fucking altruistic purpose of finding a good mom.
But Destiny, can you admit that when you meet somebody for the first time, right? You're trying to see who they really are, the person, and ultimately you're gonna have sex, right?
Yeah, but Fresh, for God's sake, what does then fucking them have to do with then understanding a different component of them, if they're real or whatnot? What, you gonna fuck them and then all of a sudden you're gonna understand, oh my God, it's just open up like exactly who you are as a person. Jesus fuck's sake. That's actually the one of the biggest issues that I had with Kevin Samuels' message, is that he would tell young dudes to get married like after like 2 months or something like that. And I'm like, Kevin, how could you know, but see, Kevin came from a different era. He didn't come from the modern woman era, but he understood the fuck out of it. But at the same time, I'm just like, dog, how many women have I known in my life after 8 goddamn months, these motherfuckers get comfortable and then show a complete side of themselves, but I started fucking on the second day. What? I completely disagree with this component of the platform that you have to fuck 50 women in order to understand women. I completely disagree with that. And it's not much of a benefit. I think after your first 10, you have enough of an option set of personalities in order to understand what is value add and what is not. You understand me? But I think that this idea of continuing to pursue up to 50, and then all of a sudden now then that you're all knowing and knowledgeable, right? Like, and then you can pick women more correctly. It just rubs me the wrong way.